Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to everyone. We are from Group 11, want to present the result of our discussion about a topic called Animal Genome Project. Dear Mrs. Muktining Sinurjaya, MSI, as the lecturer of the Bioscience course, we are from Chemistry Class B 2021, Jakarta State University. Next. First of all, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Wintna Rizkyana Bawiradia, and I'm not alone here. I'm with my friends Putri Nur Jafni, Ramzia Kuratal Ain, and Shifari Ramariana. There are three main points in this presentation that we are going to talk about. The main parts is divided into three main points. There are introduction, main points itself, and the conclusion. Okay, so let's begin with the introduction first. Okay, so before we get to know more about Animal Genome Project or AGP, we need to know first about what is genome and what it's made from. Well, we're talking about genetics. So genetics is the scientific study of genes and heredity of how certain qualities are traits passed from parents to offspring as a result of change in DNA sequences. A gene itself is a segment of DNA that contains instructions for building one or more molecules that help the body work. And DNA itself is a shape like a corkscrew twisted letter called a double helix, as we can see on the picture, right? The two letter rails are called backbones, and the rungs are pairs of four building blocks called bases, or we can say it's made up of the same chemical units called adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. The sequences of these bases provide the instructions for building molecules, most of which are proteins. Next. Okay, so now we already know about gene and DNA as I explained it before. Then what is a genome? Well, this picture on your screen is explain a lot about genome. A genome is all of an organism's genetic material, including its genes and other elements that control the activity of those genes. An organism's entire genome is found in nearly all of its cells. In human, plant, and animal cells, the genome is housed in a structure called the nucleus. The human genome is mostly the same in all people, with just small variations. The living creature genome is packaged into a larger unit known as chromosomes, physically separate molecules that range in length from about 50 to 2,500 million base pairs. Human cells contain two sets of chromosomes. One set is inherited from each parent. Next.
Okay, now we are getting into the main point. Next. Yes, the first is the definition of the Animal Genome Project. Next. Before that, we should know that the Genome Project means, okay, Genome Project are scientific endeavors that ultimately aim to determine the complete genome sequence of an organism, be it an animal, a plant, a fungus, a bacterium, an abscess, and protein, or a virus, and to understand protein coding, genus, and other important genus. Next. Okay, this is intent of an animal Genome Project. An animal genome project aims to discover all genes and their functions in a particular animal species. The main objective of genomic research in any species is to sequence the whole genome and functions of all the different coding and non-coding strains. Next.
Okay, next, the benefit and application of Animal Genome Project. Next, the benefit of the Animal Genome Project include sequencing for agriculture. The first and most familiar category is the array of economic benefit that farmers, ranchers, and pet owners could expect from the genetic sequencing of their animals. And the second, sequencing for ancient basic scientific understanding. Besides the agricultural benefit, genomic sequencing of domestic animal will be important in a number of areas of basic science, particularly in understanding the evolutionary relationship between species. And the last, sequencing for human health and medical research. A third category of benefit to sequencing domestic animal genomic could have more immediate practical application. Then the application of the Animal Genome Project include L1 dominate the Hereford, who serve as the subject of the Bovine Genome Project. And the second, the giant sequoia genome sequence was extracted from a single fertilized seed Hereford from a 1,360-year-old tree in Sequoia or King Canyon National Park. Next.
Well, and now we will get to the third point about the pros and cons of many people's opinions regarding the Animal Genome Project. Next. Okay, first, there is the opinion of some people who are pro-project. Some people say, we now know that animals and plants have their own unique genome as well. By evaluating the health and strength of each genome, we can begin to grow even better plants. We can help to create animals that are much healthier. In both efforts, we are working towards the elimination of diseases that once had a profound impact on agriculture and livestock. Here we highlight that they agree with the project as it will help improve livestock in the future. Okay. Well, besides our pro opinions, there are also counter opinions or disagree. Many people disagree because it can lead to the loss of animal diversity because through this strategy we gain new perspective on animals. Second, this topic of Animal Genome Project is so polarizing because many took emphasize it as genetic modification that is ruining the natural strain. Third, there is a risk that new diseases form genetically. Can animals could spread to other animals and even to humans? Okay, next.
Okay. The next is Genome Project in Indonesia. Yeah, there's an article that talk about this matter. The main topic is about the Indonesian Ministry of Health officially launched the Biomedical and Genome Science Initiative at Dr. Cipto Mangunkusumo Hospital in Jakarta. So the program was launched is an effort to provide precision medicines service for the community or for the society. How is the technology? So this program use technology to collect genetic information or genomes from humans and pathogens such as virus and bacteria, or what can be called whole genome sequencing, or WGS. For the application of WGS has been utilized in overcoming the COVID-19 pandemic in Indonesia. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we now move on to the third topic content, which is the conclusion. Next. Now, the first one is about what the Animal Genome Project will be like in the future. And here, exploration of genetic potential to improve the efficiency of livestock development using genomic technology has been widely practiced in various countries around the world. Even in Indonesia, the opportunity to utilize genomic technology is faced with the existence of large local livestock genetic research. Research and stakeholders can contribute and collaborate in increasing livestock potential by utilizing genomics information for the future. Okay, next.
Okay, after talking about the main topic, so this is our opinion about the Animal Genome Project. So we disagree for the development of Animal Genome Project because in addition to the benefits, there are also negative impacts. Among other things, it can cause the loss of animal diversity because through diversity we get a new perspective on animals. So it is considered potentially destructive to nature. There are also research that genetically scanned disease animals can spread their disease. Sorry. Okay. Okay. There are also research that genetically scanned disease animals can spread their disease to other organisms. Okay. Okay, this is the reference that we use. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.